Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom is back and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. I welcome you into my garage because today we're going to do a nice little garage tour. The last garage tour I did was many months ago, and I felt, you know what, it's time to do another garage tour. Now, all I can say is that this is going to be the penultimate garage tour of 2020, which is so weird to say because it still feels like 2020 just begun. But this year kind of just went away really quickly because, well, everybody knows why. We've all been stuck at home. So it's actually kind of crazy to think about that this year was completely, well, not really wasted, but it's just gone by a lot quicker than I thought it would be. Like, what did I do this year? I stayed at home and I played clubs. That was it. I didn't even go to Disneyland this year. I don't know. But anyway, this is going to be the penultimate garage tour of the year. The next time you see a garage tour will be the video right before my birthday pack opening, because my birthday is on December 30th. It's on the second last day of the year, and I need to do a year-end garage tour, but garage review of my own garage, right? So that's going to be posted before that pack opening. So December 29th is probably when the last garage tour is going to be of 2020. And then obviously on the 30th, as per tradition on my birthday, I always do massive pack openings. That's probably going to be several parts where it will bleed into 2021. Probably a 3-parter, 4-parter, you never know. Anyway, with that said, let's get into a Blossom's garage. The last time I did this was, I think, back in August, so it's been quite a while. So here I am now with almost 60,000 trophies, 59,570, 10,300,000 cash, 180 renown, and 18,000 gold because we saving up for Black Friday. So let me go into filter real quick. Now remember the last time I did a garage review, I only showed you my max out cars from I think Epic and below, and I showed you all my legendaries, but this time I'm going to show you the whole shebang. 1,058 cars in my garage. 98 are common, 99 uncommon, 138 rare, 259 super rare, 284 ultra rare, 119 epic, and 61 legendaries. Now if I'm gonna show you the fully upgraded, I got 746 cars fully upgraded, 92 common, 99 uncommon, 138 rare, 129 super rare, 233 max ultra rares, 50 max epics, and 5 max legendaries. So let's go into it. Oh no, we are back at the start. Okay, hang on, I need to scroll back to the comments. No. Alright, not gonna lie, we're back. One of the many things Hutch needs to do is make a fast scroll feature, because that took me a solid 45 seconds of literally just scrolling left just to get back to comments from the legendaries. But with that said, let's get into it. My garage review. I'm not gonna talk about things that I've talked about before. I've done quite a bit of garage reviews, but I always focus on all the new things that has come in from, you know, this garage review to the last. So I'm gonna do the same here. So first of all, we're greeted by all these trash. Basically, these are just duplicates of cars where Hutch is like, yeah, take all these common prize cars that you're gonna use once and never use ever again. So yeah, these are all the useless ones. Let's get them out of the way. I guess the Austins are kind of special because at least you only get one of them, but then you get cars like the Jags and the Peugeots, which is like, what's even the point, man? There's just like too many of them. So let's just get them all out of the way. Some of the new cars that I added in terms of commons, I'm currently working on the 360 GLT. Now what's insane is that I can max out super rares and I can max out ultra rares faster than I can max out a common, and that's because I barely get commons and I don't want to open plastic packs. So whenever I get a tier 5 in a common event or from a prize bracket, then I'll put upgrades into it. As you can see, currently I can get it to 2 stars, but you know, no biggie there. So this is my current project. This is the newest common in my garage. I got 2 maxed out Monte Carlo SSs. Those things are amazing for common drags and clubs, but also it's the lowest 0 to 60 common in the game at 6.40 to 60. So definitely a car to keep. I got 2 of those. I got 2 of the BMW 2800 CSs. Now you've probably seen this before. This common is super old. It's been in my garage forever. As you can see, I've already owned it for almost 500 days. I'm a Beru with you, Chief. Those BMWs suck, never get used. We got the useless Smart 42 EVs, where I've been asking Hutch for literally 2 years, can I please sell these things because they are disgusting. I do not like them. I don't like the color. I don't like the rarity. I don't like the stats. Bro, it's just so bad. I want to sell it. Hutch, please just take away the price tag filter. But next up, we got 2 Rover 200s. Now these are pretty new. Now everybody knows the Blossom Choice, or most of you guys know the Blossom Choice. If you don't, link in the description below to my website. It's basically, and I made a video about it as well, it's basically all the best cars for clubs, multiplayer events, and just championships, and just the most versatile cars in the game. The Rover 200 didn't make the list, and that was because at the time of making it, I didn't know how good this thing actually was. Everybody knows about the Ford Focus Coupe Cabriolet, you know, it's a great car, standard tires, medium ground clearance, 85 handling, blah, 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 blah. But this thing actually deserves a sleeper tag because this beats the Ford Focus Coupe Cabriolet in many tracks. Dare I say it, almost most tracks, maybe besides G-Force. This thing is insane, and it's light, right? It's under 1,000 kilograms, whereas this one is, I think, 1,200, 1,300. You see what I mean? So yeah, this thing's a sleeper. This thing is really freaking good. So if you don't have it, I would definitely recommend you to get a Rover 200. Definitely Blossom choice right there. But that's about it for the commons. Everything else you've already seen. Now moving on to uncommons. Some pretty new ones like this one, the Scirocco, but that's because it has the Riders of the Storm tag. Most of the cars that you see here that are new and lower rarity is only because I maxed them out because of the new tags that we've had. You got the Volvo 440 GLT, we got the Peugeot 308, which I think I maxed out for a challenge or something like that. I know I never had a tag. This had the Call of the Wild tag, and that's why I had it. No, not the Call of the Wild tag, it had the Around the World tag, so that's why I had it. Capri, this one's a pretty interesting one. The only reason why I haven't maxed out is because I like the car. I never really use it. I think it has a horrendous win ratio. Yeah, 63% win ratio. I've only given it 51 races. We've got my army of Chevrolet S10 Extremes. I love this car. That being said, though, I haven't used it that much often recently, but I've used it a lot in the past, and I feel like just because, you know, every single event in clubs now is either front-wheel drive or French, that's why that thing gets no love anymore. So hopefully they change it up. Honestly, put me on the team for clubs, because honestly, whoever's running clubs right now, you obviously do not play clubs and you don't know how it works, because the regs and the requirements and the track sets that have been in clubs for the past like 2 weeks are absolute trash. But moving on, we got the Volkswagen Scirocco GTI. Once again, Riders of the Storm, that's about it. Apparently this car's a little bit of a sleeper. It has an amazing off the line. I barely use it. I think it has like 20 races. 8. It has 8 races and a win ratio of 25%. Oh my god. Once again, Fiat Dino Spider, if you don't have this, I love this car so much. One of my most used uncommons ever since getting it. Almost 500 races, 62% win ratio. And then once again, Bentley Brooklyn's. Pretty interesting story about this car. I maxed it out and got it because of the hype, which was GE, but I never really used it in the end. But yeah, moving on, we got the Renault E-Space that used to be rare, went on to uncommon. We got the Armia Unisys, the Armia Indies, double twin cams, and that's about it. Oh, this one's new as well because it has the Ride of the Valkyries tag. Never used it in the end, but I'm just happy to have it because the 0 to 60 on the Eldorado is actually pretty good. Honestly, what I should have done is 996 it. Maybe I'll get a second one in 996 it, but probably not going to happen anytime soon. Moving on to rares, nothing new besides the Mazda 6 because this used to be uncommon and went up to rare, but everything else I think you've seen before. The Delta, once again, used to be uncommon, went up to rare, but everything else just about stayed the same. In terms of new rares that I've added into my garage, they were mostly Aston Martins, I guess. We did pass one Aston Martin, that was RQ30, but once again, it's you know, not really that big of a deal. We got the Aston Martin V8 Volante. This one's pretty new. I've only had it for about maybe a week. There are 8 days, there you go, almost a week, just a little over a week actually. And why I say mostly the Aston Martins I've been focusing on, and I think from the last garage review to this, I've only maxed out like 5 rares, 3 being Aston Martins, 1 being like, what was it? Nissan Pulsar, and like 1 other random car. And that's because, you know, I wanted to finish the Aston Martin collection, so this is the next one. Pulsar, sorry, Nissan Primera EGT. This is a decent one, you know, it is medium ground clearance, 90 handling. It ain't no Vauxhall Chevette though. These cars, these are the ones that you want for clubs. Best rare for the vanilla city streets. Not Santa Monica, but for the vanilla city streets. So moving on, I think we have another new one, which is the Vignale, the Lagonda Vignale, which is another Aston Martin. And yep, it's over here. 6584. I know a lot of people had this maxed out. I never did it. I was never really a fan of this car. Yeah, as you can see, I've had it for 5 days, never raced in one, 0% win ratio, only did it to finish the collection. So now, with all the Aston Martin rares completed, I have every single Aston Martin from common all the way up to rare. I wish I could say common all the way up to epic, but I'm missing 1 epic. So I guess you can say I have every single Aston from common to epic besides 1 epic, and I'm missing about 6 legendaries, and I have 3. So hopefully we can finish Aston Martin. In fact, we might even finish Aston Martin before we finish Dodge, because I'm never going to get the wide body. But moving on to super rares, once again, this is just Fuse, Material, Nation, Noah's Ark, just duplicates of everything. Don't worry about it. I did max a lot of super rares, so now, oh, big surprise. surprised because I hate super rares. I hate maxing out super rares. I think there are ways. I've talked about this many times. That being said, I had to max out a lot of super rares for clubs as well as Ride of the Valkyries. So most of them being French. They were basically all French, and then a couple off-roads, just French off-road, French off-road, French off-road. So let's see, yeah, max this one, the 128, obviously had Ride the Valkyrie tag. What else did I max? We'll see it. I'm probably going too quick, but yeah, we got the Sport Clio, which I recently maxed. Suzuki Ignis, I maxed this literally like yesterday. The main reason why I maxed it is because for a four-wheel drive all-surface SUV with high ground clearance, it is so incredibly light. This is like the Lotus Elise 135 for the campaign for off-road, for super rare. I mean, look at it. It's an SUV, four-wheel drive, all-surface tires, and it has 857. It weighs 857 kg. That is lighter than some Lotuses in the game. It's insane. So for that reason alone, I got this. I had a good friend from a Patreon, from my Patreon Discord server, telling me that the Suzuki Ignis actually, or Ignis, actually beats the Subaru Levorg on a slalom off-road. So that's really good to know, considering the Levorg has 7.60 to 60, I think, and 86 handling. It's just that this car is so incredibly light, and because of that, I maxed it out. Recently maxed out the second Miura P400. Yeah, 10 days, 0 races. I maxed it out probably 2 hours ago. So that's a new collection as well. This is a great car for clubs. I don't know why it took me so long to max out a second one. To be completely honest with you, I need 3 maxed out. So my next super rare that I'm probably going to max out would be my third Miura P400, because if it's super rare, if it's Dragon City, that's the best car to use, because to be honest, this thing, the Chevrolet Corvette ZR2, is a massive disappointment. It's such a tragedy. It's an amazing car, but it's a tragedy. It's like it loses to the Miura everywhere, and yeah, I know it's the same RQ because it handles a little better by like 2 handling points, but I mean 77 is not really gonna do anything. It's not gonna make a difference. So yeah, honestly, that's not a good car. You want the Miura 400 for the drags. Some other new additions that I have to my super rare garage. Let's see, a lot of these are probably just from 1 million pack openings that I've done over the course of the 3 months or however long my last garage tour was. But yeah, most of this is just going to be fused. Obviously, we got like 30 D-types, that's the family. We got 2 Suburbans. I used to have 5. I wanted to have 5 and call it FBI, but I had to fuse some in the end. Let's see what else is new. Oh, these are new. 3 Renault R20 Turbo 4x4s. I think in the last garage tour that I did on my garage, I didn't even have a single 1 max. No, I had 1. I had 1 max for championships, but then I continued to max 2 more for clubs. And it actually saved me in the off-road Renault event that ended last night. I got tier 1, I got a ceramic pack, it wasn't recorded, and I got a super rare. So you guys missed nothing. But yeah, Renault R20 Turbo 4x4, I got 3 of those maxed out. It's a trend when it comes to off-roaders. Let's see, I finally got the Peugeot Rally 504. Really happy about that, because I couldn't seem to get it at the start of ER, so I have that now. I'll max it out when I need to. We got my army of Lotus Elise Sprints. Now, the Lotus Elise Sprint's a special one. I got, I think, like 10 or 12. 3 maxed out as well. I don't really like the car, right? But the main reason why I have so many of them is because I think they might go Ultra. So because of that, that's a lot of potential fuse just in case. And if not, I'll probably max out like 5. Let's see what else is new. I maxed out a second Mustang GT convertible because this is a super, well, it's the best city streets American car. So if it's American times 5, super rare times 5, Dragon City and clubs, that's the best car to use. So a huge fan of that. I maxed out a second Abarth 131 Rally because I've talked about this before. This is a car that you want to use for clubs if you play clubs, because it's the only saloon off-roader. So if there's times 5 saloon and clubs and it's road less taken, this is the best car that you're gonna have. So honestly, what I need to do is max all 4 of these out. But so far I only have 2. So I think my next 2 projects is gonna be a third Fiat Abarth 131 and a third Miura P400. DS World Rubis. This is a new one too that I recently maxed. Like I said, I maxed out a lot of French crap. Maxed out a third Datsun 240Z. And that's about it. So anyway, moving on to ultra rares. Finally, the commons, not the commons, but the rarities that I love to see. So ultra rares, as you guys know, I got like 233 max ultras because I love maxing these like crazy. So from the last time you saw my garage till now, I got a second 699 Pontiac Solstice GXP. Is this the one? No, this is the 969. This is the 699. Haven't seen Porsche, no, not Porsche, I haven't seen Pontiac requirements in clubs for a pretty long time, but when it comes back, I will be making a lot of cash. I maxed out 2 Opel OPC Extremes, I maxed out 2 Opel Adams. The main reason why I didn't say 3 was because in my last garage tour video, I had one max, so I'm just talking about the new additions basically. When it comes to the penultimate garage review at the end of the year, then I will actually make a more in-depth video, and maybe it'll be like an hour long, but this one I want to keep it pretty short, 20 to 30 minutes. You don't want it to be too long, right? Because no one's actually gonna watch it. Do you actually? I don't know. But yeah, Alfa Romeo GTA. Alright, so yeah, the Sport Clio is new. As you can see, everything is maxed or nothing. My ultra rare garage is literally maxed or nothing. If there's 0 stars, it's fused. If it's 3 stars, obviously it's staying in the garage. So yeah, definitely a bunch of new cars. Outlander PHEV is a new one. The Di Tommaso Pantera SI is a new one. I got a second Caterham 7270, so really happy with that. Looking for a second Desire. I had 2 Desires and I fused one. I regret it because the Desire is, I mean, it's good. It's more useful because it's French, and literally every day in clubs nowadays it's just French cars. I maxed out a second Chevrolet Trailblazer SS, or the TBSS as they call it, 996, and I got 2 drag spec, and I have 1 969. I don't know why. This is a really old maxed out. As you can see, it's over 1,000 days old. I got 3 Chimeras, 1 max. As you know, you know it. If it's a ride of the Valkyrie's car and if it's maxed, you know why I maxed it. It's pretty self-explanatory. I got, and one of the new things that I've accomplished from the last garage tour to now is I have completed my Aston Martin Ultra Rare collection, and I've maxed every single Aston Martin Ultra. So if it's Aston Martin, if it's Ultra, you know Blossom has it max. If not 1, then he has 2. So yeah, I got a lot of those. I got 2 340Rs max. I maxed 1, I think, throughout between this video and the last. I maxed the second Virage Volante. This one is drag spec. So as you can see, it's 3585, and this one at 969 is 3687. And now I need to get a third one and 699 it because the Aston Martin meta changed, and 969 isn't the best anymore. 699 is the best as for most Ultra Rares. So yeah, yada yada yada. You know what it means. I need a second one of this as well because I think, yeah, this is 969, so I need to 699 that, and this car actually isn't bad at 996, so I might get a third one and max it as well. At this point, I think I just need every single Aston Ultra, but 3 of them. So they're all maxed 3 ways. I got the DB7 GT. I think this one I got pretty recently, so I didn't max it the right way. 3888. This was the last ultra rare Aston I needed. Super happy to get that. What else? I got 3 Megans. I maxed 1 recently. The 2 GTOs were always there. I got 3 of those 650i's now, which is insane. I don't think I'll be maxing them out. I just need the M6. I maxed out a 3rd Viper RT10 and a 2nd Guara. As you can see, dupes. Why I have so many dupes is because clubs. Clubs is all about dupes. So I got 2 R32s, 3 Viper RT10s, 2 Stealths, 2 Guaras, 3 M5s, even though I don't even use the M5 for clubs, I just like the car. I got 2 V8 Vantage N400s. What else do I have duplicates of? A lot. I have a lot of duplicates, don't worry about it. I got 2 911 RSs. This one is drag spec 4190, this one is 4293, 699. I got 2 718 Boxsters. 3 Ford Escort Rally specs, 2 of them being off-road spec at 969, 1 being on-road spec at 699. This one I recently maxed, RS500, really happy to get that. Maxed out my D8 Cosworth. I got 2 Camaro SS Coupes, 2 TCRs, 4 maxed out 924 Carrera GTSs. I got 3 of those 911 Carreras. I do love this car very much, but I barely use it. Now this one that I have max is very special to me because I got this on my birthday, 2019. So when I look at this car, all I know is that my birthday was 323 days ago. 150 races, 71. But you see what I mean? 150 races, that's not a lot. I just don't use that car a lot. I got 2 maxed out Pontiac Torrent GXPs, 3 Mitsubishi Evos. The Pontiac G8 GXP is new. Let's see, 2 XJ 5.0s, but that's nothing new. I want a third one. Honestly, yo, don't sleep on this car. This car is such a sleeper. This car literally won me tier 1 in a qualifier. It was either a qualifier or a prelim because nobody had it. I think the requirements was like GE 2010 or GE rear wheel drive or something like that, something to do with GE, and it was all rain. I think it was rear wheel drive. drive. Yeah, I think it was rear-wheel drive, GE rear-wheel drive, and it was all rain. Literally nobody had this, and if they had it, they only had one. And due to the fact that I had two, I just destroyed the competition. I ended up being first tier 1. It was a good time. So don't sleep on that car. That car is actually really decent. It's super niche, but you know, for its niche, it's one of the best. So let's see what else is new. I got a blue train. I maxed out a blue train. Got a V12 Vanquish. Maxed the baby out. I got 4 roof BTRs. I got a roof, not a roof, but a Porsche 968 Turbo S, Dynamic S. But everything else here is basically the same. You've seen it all before. The last new addition to the Ultra Rare collection is indeed the Alfa Romeo Auto Delta. Still, never ever unpacked one in my life, because I won this from tier 1 from like some qualifiers or something like that. But as you can see, I've owned it for 40 days and it's already done 330 races because clubs. When you compare to the Porsche that I was talking about earlier, I had it for what, 323 days and it's only gone through like 50 races? This is 330 races in 40 days. You see what I mean? It's a club spec car. There are just some cars that you're bound to use a lot more than others, and those are Blossom Choice cars. Once again, I made a video about it. But moving on to the Epics now. Once again, if it's max, it's a keeper. If it's stock, it's fuse, or I'm planning to max it out. This one's a bit dodgy. As I like Ultras. Ultras is very definite. If it's stock, it's in the fuse pile. If it's max, it's not in the fuse pile. But for Epics, it's kind of like, you know, there's some 2 stars here and there, there's some 1 stars here and there, but for the most part, it's either stock or max. That's what I try to do. But as you can see here, Chevrolet Murray, all these are pretty new, I would say. The Touareg is new, the 124 Spider is new, the Delara is new, the Lancia is new. These were all from basically 1 million pack openings. I'm sure you guys remember. So this was a new addition, the maxed out Peugeot 207. But besides this, I think this is where things... Oh, this one's new, I guess. Porsche 911 Carrera S. Let's see what else is new. The Mercedes AMG C63. I got this recently. I guess it's a spoiler because I haven't even posted the video of me opening this yet because I'm waiting for more footage so I can make a long enough video. But yeah, I guess that's a little bit of a spoiler. I got a Mercedes AMG C63. Nice to get an Epic. I do like my Mercs. This one's new, maxed out S80. This one's also new. Obviously, you guys know this from the Viper GTSR finals, but obviously you did not see this in the last garage tour. So this one's going to be maxed out. It won me the Bugatti Chiron Sport, so I think it's fair to max it out. Just one more upgrade that I need to put in, and obviously I have a lot of ultra rare fuse to play around with. But that being said, you know, I'm in no rush. So even though I can max it out right now, there really is no point. It'll go to 3398, and you know, the main reason why I want to max it out is so I can cure my OCD, right? Because I like maxed or nothing. I don't like unfinished projects, and right now I have a lot of unfinished projects, like the CC. It has 1 upgrade in it because I needed it for the Aventador SVJ finals. Never maxed it out because I was like, well, I didn't need to. But eventually I'm gonna max it out too because that's a pretty good car. But let's see, DS Serval is new. I had 2. But I fused 1 already. Both of them coming in the last couple of months from 1 million pack openings. Roof Arc Compressor, this was from Korn's birthday. That was a really decent drop actually, but you know, it's nerfed now, so it's kind of useless. We got the Hellcat Army, everybody knows that. The Stingray Army, everybody knows that. I haven't fused a single Stingray since Call of the Wild. I don't know why, I like it. I like seeing 4 of them, and I love Corvettes. I got 2 M3 CSs. For the longest time, I've said that I've wanted to max the second M3 CS. And I'm going to. I promise I will have to. You know what? By the next garage tour that I do, which is basically like the day before my birthday, December 29th, by then I will have this maxed out. I'll have 2 maxed out M3 CSs, so I'll give you my word on that. I got 2 C12s, and of course I have the Charger Hellcat Army, and of course I have the MG Metro, which is still stock, which is probably the last ever Epic Hutch will ever give out as a Tri-Series prize car, because we've never seen it again. After this, we've never had an Epic Tri-Series prize car ever again, and this came out in February during the Demon Finals. That was like 232 days ago, Jesus Christ. But yeah, 89% win ratio into stock. If you guys are wondering why I'm keeping this stock, it's because it's a prize car and can't use it for finals and stuff like that. And like, I just don't want to waste 15 ultras right now maxing it out when there's no real purpose to do so. You know what I mean? It's all about being smart in top drives, you know, strategically smart, not math smart. Because if it was math smart, I would have quit this game a long time ago. Anyway, moving on to Legendaries now. We start off with 2 Mercedes AMG GTSs. And obviously, I gotta talk about the CC100 because I love this car to death. 897 races, 89% win ratio. I mean, those are legendary stats right there. That's a legendary rarity amount of races and a legendary rarity amount of win ratio percentage. So that's pretty nice. I got 2 AMG GCSs. Obviously, I got this one like what, 2 days ago? Yeah, 1 day ago. It's gonna be 2 days ago in a couple hours because like you know the 24-hour cycle, blah blah blah. But yeah, I got the Evora Sport Ford Sen, the ATS-V, M4 GTS. Y'all seen that already. New edition is the CTS-V. Actually, no, it's not a new edition because I got this in July. So you would have seen it in August for my last garage video, but this one is the R390. Got this on Korn's birthday, obviously. That's a new addition to my garage. I got quite a bit of new legendaries since the last tour, so there's a lot to talk about. I got this from the Halloween event. Now, if you guys are wondering, I never really posted the Halloween event. I did record it. I did record getting tier 1 of the Halloween event, and I did record me getting this legendary. I think I got a Honda Civic Type R. I'm pretty sure it was a Honda Civic Type R Ultra from the Carbon. The main reason why you haven't seen that video is because I accidentally deleted it. That's why. But it doesn't really matter because honestly, is this even a cool car? Not really. But yeah, moving on. Obviously, got this like 2 days ago. The Jaguar F-Pace SVR, or as 21 Savage always says, Rover SVR, and I got the seats blazing. Obviously, it's a Rover SVR. This is an F-Pace SVR. But it's close enough. I love that song so much, so I gotta plug it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Max Hollywood. We love Hollywood. 4,806 races, 98% win ratio, baby. And of course, we have the SRT Demon, 666 days. Oh, yes. Yes, the Demon owned for 666 days. 4,692 races, 95% win ratio. That's actually a lot higher than I thought it would be because I actually do deploy my Demon on a lot of twisty tracks. It actually wins a surprising amount of twisty circuits. I think I've talked about this in the past. It beats a Max Banana. The Renault Banana, you know, the Renault Banana with the 99 handling, yeah, it beats that on a twisty circuit, not a drag, a twisty circuit, because that 0 to 60 on the Demon is just bonkers. But moving on, all these are OGs. Oh, Ford GT90, this one is new. If you follow my Instagram, you would have known I got this from a ceramic pack that I did not record. So if you guys are wondering, oh, where's the GT90? It's because I got it from a pack that I didn't record. I got this like last week, I think. Yeah, I owned it for 10 days, 6 races, 83% win ratio, 6 races. You know that Ford event that happened in the multiplayer event? Yeah, those were the only 6 races I used it for. And I once started already. Let's see, Cayenne. I don't think the Cayenne is new. I got that before August, I think. But obviously, we got the Gumper Polo Basic from Ride of the Valkyrie, so this one's pretty new. And of course, we got the Blossigs, right? We got the CCR, we got Viper GTSR, which I haven't named. I will name my GTSR when it's maxed, but as you can see, it only has 1 upgrade into it right now. So, you know, haven't said much about it. Got the Valky. I love my Valky. As you can see, also has an upgrade into it because I love Valky. I think I'm just gonna name him Valky because I always call him Valky. We have Blossig, obviously. Blossig, we love Blossig. Maxed out 233. I'm sure. Okay, I'm gonna say over 1,000 races already. Over 1,000 races. Let's see. Yeah. Oh no, that was the peak power. Own for. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so far off. 545 races, 67 days. How many races is that per day? I'm not too sure, but like, I promise you by the next garage tour video before my birthday, this will have 1,000 races. I use this thing every time in clubs, and I even use gold to service it so I can use it again. It's one of my best legendaries now because it's max. So can you imagine if I actually decided to be smart and max out my 918? No, honestly, when it comes to maxing legendaries, maxing any legendary is a power move, so it doesn't really matter. I got the Huara BC, that's a new addition. The Senna is a new addition. Acura NSX, I think you saw that last time. And of course, that's about it. Top end of my garage, Chiron Sport, back to 100 RQ, used to be 99. Well, it used to be 100, then it went up to 99, then it went up to 100 again, which is where it should be, because I want to be part of the double 100 owners club, which used to be 100% of the 100s in the game, but that isn't the case anymore because there's a third 100 to add to the 100 club. So now there are 3 100s. So now you need 3 100s to get 100% in the 100 club because the third 100 is a Rimac 2. I should be a rapper. I'm joking. But yeah, Bugatti Chiron Sport 918 Spider, love those guys. I got 2 more Bugattis over here that are kind of okay. Aventura SVJ, but honestly, when it comes to my most used, I don't know why I'm holding my AC control like this. I'm using it like I'm doing a presentation, and this is like the pen. But the most used legendaries that I use is probably the Chiron, the 918, the Urus, because all surface tires, events, and clubs. So as you can see, 1,100 races, right? Almost 1,200. Agera, Valky, Senna I use a lot because rear wheel drive happens pretty often in clubs. I don't use a GTSR that much because the rear wheel drive that happens in clubs usually are accompanied with rain, so slick tires, kind of out of it. And obviously I still use Hollywood a crap ton until this day. Hollywood lives up to her name and she lives up with the competition as long as you have her maxed. But that said, that's my garage. So there you go, 61 legendaries, 119 epics, 284 ultras, and other numbers for other rarities. But that's it. What do you think of my garage? Let me know. I obviously have viewers that have much better garages than I do, like Leo and probably Jacob and Braden and Uncle. But like that being said, I'm proud. This is my garage. This is my baby, and I can't wait for the December review because that one's gonna be long. I want to take a look back. I'm probably gonna look at my earliest garage tour of this year, which I think was in February, and give it a nice little compare and contrast and see how far I've come since the start of 2020. I think I've doubled my legendary count, honestly. I'm pretty sure I started 2020 with like 30, 33, something like that, and now I'm already at 61. So yeah, we'll see where it goes. Black Friday is coming up. Hopefully I get some legendaries then. I got a lot of gold saved up, so let's go, boys. But anyway, hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out.